I'm being interviewed on Sonali Batish's podcast this week called My 2.0, and she's interviewing women on the second chapters of their life. My first chapter, of course, was as a television anchor. I covered the financial markets from the floor of the stock exchange. But as part of my second chapter, I host a leadership platform for South Asian women. And here's the thing, I've made my living using my voice, and now I'm teaching public speaking as a means to powerful leadership. And so the question that Sonali asked me was, what are some of the common challenges that I see with women executives and their public speaking? Well, the first one is a lot of imposter syndrome. Who would listen to me? What do I even have to say? The second thing is, what do I have to say that somebody hasn't already said? So let's break those two down one by one. Who would listen to me, and what do I even have to say? I teach a public speaking masterclass right now to 6 corporate women. And the thing that I ask them to do is think about either a role that you want to have or your role model. Now, a lot of ladies picked Indra Nooyi. They said that she's confident, she's eloquent, she's a good problem solver, and she's decisive. Well, you could take all of those traits, put them down on a piece of paper, and I bet if you look back in your entire career history, especially if you're already an executive, there's a story, a personal story of a time when you were confident, eloquent, a problem solver, and decisive. Get good at planning and get good at telling those stories. And it doesn't even matter if it's the current job you're in. Maybe it was a time that you were like 6 years old and you're decisive, but be ready to tell those stories. Now, what do I have to say that somebody hasn't already said? Let's take the vegan food blogger example. There's a zillion vegan food bloggers. However, what's going to make your story stand out is your personal story. You coming in with your perspective or your lens on being, let's say, an Indian food blogger, and you learn some recipes from your grandma. That's going to be different from another food blogger that might be talking about being Turkish and maybe learning things from their Turkish heritage. Either way, if you're specific, you will find your tribe. Remember, there are no new stories. There's just new ways to tell them.